Hello everyone, my name is Jemiah Marshall and today I'll be talking to you about pelvic inflammatory disease. Pelvic inflammatory disease is an infection of the female reproductive organs. Pelvic inflammatory disease is caused by STDs such as gonorrhea or chlamydia going into the cervix and it becomes infected. Other causes of pelvic inflammatory disease are abortion, childbirth, and pelvic procedures. This is what pelvic inflammatory disease looks like when it is swollen and red and infection has built up in the cervix. Pelvic inflammatory disease is transmitted through female reproductive organs. Prevention of pelvic inflammatory disease is by avoiding multiple sex partners, using condoms, and having regular gynecologic checkups and screenings. Treatment for pelvic inflammatory disease: for mild cases, it is antibiotics, and for some instances, you may have to have surgery if an abscess occurs. Symptoms of pelvic inflammatory disease is nausea and vomiting, pain during sex, chills or fever, abnormal vaginal discharge, and stomach or abdomen pain. This is another glimpse of what pelvic inflammatory disease look like during the swelling of the inflamed fallopian tubes. This is the normal and this is the swollen one. Pelvic inflammatory disease has a low rate in local, is not very high. In the state level, we are ranked 11 for STDs in Louisiana, and pelvic inflammatory disease is caused by STDs, so we are probably ranked pretty high for pelvic inflammatory disease also. On the national level, in the US, more than 1 million women experience pelvic inflammatory disease, and 100,000 women become infertile because of pelvic inflammatory disease. And this is a glimpse of what the rates are for the statistics currently in the US. Since 2004, pelvic inflammatory disease has decreased drastically for the people who visit the doctor for this disease. And pelvic inflammatory disease affects young sexually active reproductive age women. In the US, the exact estimate and prevalence are unclear because pelvic inflammatory disease is not a reportable disease. Pelvic inflammatory disease is contagious but only spreads by sexual contact. You can prevent pelvic inflammatory disease by keeping yourself healthy, avoiding many sex partners, always using condoms, and always going to the doctor to make sure you or your sex partner don't get this disease. It is very deadly and it can kill up to 1 million people a year in the US if not treated properly. Thank you.